Have you ever fancied ultra-modern sci-fi cities materializing on our planet? The wait might soon be over as the Saudis are underway to make it a reality. The Line is the famous name of the proposed project that could disrupt civilization as we know it. This magical city is a tech heaven and incorporates marvels of engineering to make it stand. Phasing away from fossil fuels has triggered the oil-rich kingdom led by Prince Mohammed bin Salman to galvanize towards sustainability. The megacity is strategic in the grand scheme of things, taking center stage as the urban revolution. It's certainly worth deciphering a project that is valued at $1 trillion. That's 12 zeros, folks, and it explains why most futurists believe it will be the holy grail of sustainable living. Just how and where will this utopian community exist? Is this all a fairy tale, or is it within the realm of possibility? Welcome to Luxury Dreams, and let's find out. The entire novel project goes by the alias Neom, located in Tabuk, Saudi Arabia. Neom is structured in a threefold blueprint, consisting of Trojena, Oxagon, and The Line. Plans for the construction began way back in 2017, with operations on the project commencing 2 years later in 2019. The area is largely deserted with nary a plant in sight, but this will be transformed through indoor vertical farming systems that promise to be efficient, safer, and cleaner. So, what gets people electrified about this smart city? The limitless potential of renewables, a mirror glass facade, zero carbon emissions, autonomous services, unparalleled infrastructure, and even more futuristic stuff. Its location at the heart of global trade makes it accessible within 6 hours to 40% of the entire world. The Line is probably the most renowned region of the Neom project. This future city screams of artificial intelligence, which will aid in the automation of the many processes involved. Initially projected at a cost of $500 million, the figures now stand at double the amount, at least for now. The linear, mirror-walled city definitely pushes the limits of the laws of physics, while architects who draw the design for the structure focus on making it aesthetically appealing. The engineers must account for the necessary adjustments to technically make it work. Sunlight regulation, microclimate, geo-enabled technologies, magnetic levitation, and many more are still uncharted waters at the moment. Fun fact, the Saudi crown prince is said to have envisioned the project based on his love for science fiction films. The Line, a city you are only likely to see in scientific movies, will be an actual reality by 2030, according to Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. The OPEC country now intends to build a zero-carbon city that will be built in accordance with nature, not at its expense. The Line will be a 170-kilometer-long vertical city with a width of 200 meters and stretching up to a height of 500 meters, and it will be on a footprint of 34 square kilometers. The 9 million residents expected to reside in The Line will have access to all facilities within a 5-minute walk. Talk about an ambitious project. The concept design includes things like integrated vertical farming, a marina for yachts, and a sports stadium built up to 305 meters, 1,000 feet above the ground. The structure of The Line, as is expected, will have 2 reflective glass buildings of up to 500 meters long for a full horizontal length of 170 kilometers. This idea was born after Mohammed bin Salman asked officials to develop something as ambitious as Egypt's pyramids. The project could cost more than its peers combined, considering it's an unprecedented achievement. It's unlike anything we've seen before. The residents will be served 3 meals a day upon paying a subscription. Can a sci-fi megacity ever be built? The ambition for the megacity Neom is so audacious that it might even be hard to believe. An artificial moon. Yes, you heard that right. An artificial moon to glow in the dark sand. The component of the large Neom project that has shocked many is The Line. MBS hopes to build the world's largest structure. You might be wondering if this is even real, since it doesn't take long to notice the raw engineering challenges that are in the project itself. Challenges that even the world's best engineers haven't figured out yet. On a more optimistic side, we could just be at the verge of new innovations in construction, in our technology and sustainability, making the world a better place than before. The smart city will be powered entirely by clean energy, a major step in Saudi Arabia's shift away from an oil-based economy. The line will be run by artificial intelligence, and the excavation on this massive project has now begun. To address the challenges of traffic, pollution, and infrastructure challenges that overshadow urban life in conventional cities, this futuristic development will prioritize walkability, clean energy, and technology to create a new way of living. We already mentioned the background of the Neom project. Its genesis traces to Prince Mohammed in 2017 as a central tenet to the framework Saudi Vision 2030, outlining the kingdom's plans to diversify the economy. It is also designed to respond to some of the toughest global challenges facing urban areas and bring a diversification of our way of living. The line will be the first city in the world to be powered by renewable energy, including but not limited to solar, wind, and hydrogen. It will also be the world's first zero-gravity vertical city. Building a city like this is a bold statement against the polluted air we breathe, the long hours we spend in traffic, and the traffic accidents. City functions in the line will be layered vertically, giving people the possibility of moving seamlessly in 3 dimensions to access them. The hyperrail will be powered by a renewable-powered electric system. The Neom megacity project will have a green space stretching along the top and an open-air ventilation system for an ideal climate all year round. Man and nature are to now coexist together in harmony. Well, when will this all end? In the year 2030, but other experts have argued the extension of its completion lasting up to 2050. The futuristic utopian city Neom is built in the middle of a barren desert near the Red Sea. Neom is divided into 3 main parts. Oxagon, which will cost $500 billion. An octagon-shaped city, half of it floating right on top of the Red Sea, and set to have the largest hydrogen production facilities. No cars, only a high-speed rail transit system. Air travel will also be included. The second is Trojena, a superstructure on top of the mountain that is to take advantage of the varying climate at the mountain to create different experiences for the tourists, like skiing, mountain biking, and music festivals. It will cover 60 square kilometers. The Line is the grand project in Neom, prioritizing humanity before anything, and the vision, well, nothing less than impressive. 9 million residents will find a home here, and 100 million visitors a year are expected. It goes without saying that water is essential to human survival. So, where is the water supposed to come from in this arid landscape? World-leading hydro engineers teamed up to develop a thermal desalination system that will tap the seawater from the Red Sea. Reverse osmosis has proved to have its setbacks, and better options are in the making. One mind-blowing candidate is the first-ever solar desalination dome that Neom is opting for. Pretty cool, right? The futuristic linear city, which, by the way, no one has ever made, will have its own tax system, liberal laws, and an independent judiciary from that of the Saudis. The Saudis have the technology and resources which make it possible for the city to be built. But the question is, what are the reasons for building such an eco-friendly city that's a beacon of technology? Well, it's in the big plan of taking Saudi Arabia's economy from oil to tourism. Speaking of tourism, just imagine their neighbors Dubai and Egypt. It is also estimated that over 300,000 jobs will be created. However, it's also faced by challenges, like for instance, it's not entirely virgin land that the line is to be built on. The Al Huwaitat community lives there, and some have complained about their displacement. Well, will it ever be built? From drone footage released by OT Skydrone, excavators have been seen building a wide trench in the desert. All this brings us full circle to the question of whether it will ever be completed. We won't tell you that and leave it to the mystery of time.